Wow, only two? There are three. Only two?
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You wouldn't know where the forest sauvignon plant...
Why do you think there are sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks. I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry? No.
So what? What is rector? Ah. 3 twins.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I
can
have a little
remember
problem.
Image very
A little
good,
problem,
but I
a little
cannot
problem.
remember the
Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to one's...
Nord.
word. Shut
Are
up,
you
it
sure
comes-
there are no Amazon sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no sauvignon plants growing in Barrockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrockstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden
Oh, you
behind
made
the
a
station.
mistake.
But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very
Tell
good
me the
care of it,
truth,
too.
or I will
Everything
remember it
would grow
forever.
marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret.
Lol.
It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Oh my.
If I were to need Sauvignon grapes, I could presumably find them in the garden, couldn't I?
If Sauvignon were to be found here, it would doubtless be situated in the said location.
But the station master would have to let you in. He would be the only one with the key.
Oh,
Yes, if that indeed was the case, that would be the correct procedure.
okay, bye.
Here, all that.
You fucking did it, bitches.
Do excuse me, Professor.
What is it?
I have just...
Not at all. I never drink wine. I prefer to make it. Production to me is much more satisfying.
So you don't deny.
Why, seeing as the rectors have let you into our little secret, I even converted part of the laboratory into a fermenting room for Amber's own Sauvignon wine production. Of course, I cannot produce wine in large quantities. We have to be discreet, after all.
And what about your students? Haven't they noticed anything?
Oh, you know how students are. After all, a chemical reaction is still a chemical reaction, even when grapes are involved. And malolactic fermentation takes time. Sometimes strange odors begin to waft through the corridors. Then I just burn a little sulfur.
Incredible. Totally incredible. You are really something, Professor Pons. Really something.
I'm not
Something
sure whether I should take
human.
that as a compliment.
And he is
I have
thinking
just
that
had a
is
very
compliment.
Not at all.
So you...
Why?
And what...
Oh,
Okay, so
I'll
now
let
I go to train master. You were
Excuse me,
waiting for-
Station Master, but I...
Can't you see I am very, very...
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon thing.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket. Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure, no problemo. Right away, miss.
Lol. Oh my god, I'd open it.
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation in the university to think about. And I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Fresh air. Oh god.
I don't need that for the time being.
Oh, put more. Nope. Nope. Only that one. I guess. Finally there it is. Ugh. Wow, only 2? There are 3. Only 2? She dropped only 2. Like a cat. Only 2 for 3. Oh my god, she is so rude. Oh. There's like
Impossible to reach it.
it's just in front of you.
Impossible to reach it.
The hell? Oh, he's up.
Hey, miss, please, excuse me.
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding.
Wine, oh.
I brought you a bottle of wine. Barrockstadt sauvignon. Very good year. Let me know what you think.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you.
Professor. Okay. Wine. I want to drink it. I don't want to give it to you. I cannot give them also.
Hey there!
Good.
It's not very polite of you to take advantage of my predicament.
Father?
Excuse me? My husband said... How would you know a fancy... Have you gone...
Me.
Win? I hope...
Tiso?
My I mean, we're... Putre. You must really... Win. I'm look...
Schiffer.
Syberia. I have a lock... But if the...
Porker.
I just... Win or not, your general... My... lock... Can we...
Good.
Nothing with them.
Well...
The locomotive's engine might not work, it's true, but maybe there's some other way of moving the train.
It's a possibility, I suppose. What were you thinking of exactly?
Nothing. It's just an idea. Anyway, miss, you shouldn't hang around here.
I feel like I've lost my way.
Hey, welcome.
Then should I try that? The phone call. What is the number again? I forgot. 72766. Or should I give it
I'll leave you.
Sorry?
to him, the mammoth stone?
Professor,
What is it?
what would you...
Yo. Sorry?
Oh my god.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor? Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh my god. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I think I can make something over here. With the hook. I don't know. I take another. Yeah, you take all of it. Powder hoarder. Yeah, I think I can use that hoarder.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You told me earlier about a lecture on some ancient Siberian tribe.
The Yukals, my dear.
Do excuse me. I wanted to know if your lecture is going to start soon.
Your eagerness to learn delights me, my dear.
What would
Young
can you tell?
Hey,
Arriving in Barrockstadt is an amazing experience.
came by train?
Yes.
You mean you drive a train?
Oh, my are there?
I'm
Thank you very.
My dear, it would be.
Sorry.
However, if we look at the example of Han. Sorry. What is it?
Professor, how do I say this? You see, I didn't think I'd need a lot of money when I set out.
My dear, it would be a pleasure. But you see, I barely have enough myself to cover my meager expenditure on what I'm paid by the university.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend or...
However, if we look at the example of Hans, it is true that our university always rewards people who perform some service for it. This is our dear rector's jurisdiction, however. Sorry?
Should I go there or grab egg first?
Gentlemen,
A little problem.
They are kept to.
Nor
are you sure you want me to mend your bandstand?
It appears to me that you are in no position to make demands, miss.
Don't think for a moment that our university is falling apart around our ears. We pay close attention to its maintenance in both the moral and the physical sense of the word.
it is currently the only repair work that deserves payment on completion.
Could I...
Out,
Perform a deep...
Can you...
miss.
We can't.
If...
Does the...
Idea free. My what?
No.
What?
Yeah.
You mean?
Gen... Here...
And...
Yeah, it's adventure game. It is good. Where am I going? Okay, let's use this. Finally, I can take it. Oh!
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Okay, I put it there. Let's put the egg. Okay. Oh my god, I can go in. Okay, it's only going downstairs. Wow, she's moonwalking is really good. Oh. It play violin. It just closed door, so I cannot go in again. Okay, now I need to get the money, that's it. And Mammoth. I don't know. I think I don't know. Let's go meet them first.
Gentle,
A little.
They are
No.
could I possibly leave the...
out.
Before a deep.
Can you possibly...
Miss, you're in.
We cannot.
If you don't.
Does the name...
Ideal.
Free.
Maya.
What a.
No,
What?
The.
You mean
Gen.
excuse me,
In.
a trip?
that I...
Oh,
Gentlemen,
The band's.
We are.
yes.
And now let us in turn.
$100. If it's not too much to ask.
Something like starting.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
You give me the money. Oh, thank you.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because
Right
now
now.
you should relocate your train as quickly as possible. Here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Okay, now I get the money. Now let's go back.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Maar wordt dat pensioneus toch? Die kleine madam.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you gonna do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor
Take key?
always need key for lock.
Oh. Don't throw it to the wall. I mean water.
Okay, thanks.
Hello?
Kay, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie. And he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be so good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
It's time for you, Stucky. Ha! Okay.
Welcome to the East Block Control.
If you are using the
We
Haltenberg
are
lock, press
4.
1. If you want to raise the water level,
going
press
to
1. If you want to lower the water
raise.
level, press 2. You want to raise the water to confirm your
Yes.
choice. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday.
Ôi 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 ôi. Mẹ what the. When you call, you press 4 and 2. And now go.
Hey there!
Guten Tag!
My husband said...
I hope my train isn't too big for your barge.
Tis okay. Motorboat, erste Klasse.
My husband said... Correct. Powerful motor.
I mean, we're not exactly very far from the winding machine, are we? It's dumb, isn't it? All this effort to go a few yards.
Put train in barge.
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Gottverdammte.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up. We hurry to travel again.
Okay, okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
Oh. Why do you guys leave me here? Wow, the graphic is suddenly different. Why do we get the cola? It's powder, I cannot drink. In Assassin's Creed you get mission and you just need to kill everyone and then go back. That's it. Alright.
Hey there! On the boat!
Da, barge on other side.
It must be really neat to travel by river.
Oh, schlecht.
Excuse...
My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you stay in tin can.
Sure! What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Tak-Tak, loco coco mitchen.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
If that's going to work.
Hook is coming inside. I have no idea how they do it.